I'm Alex Crypto. This is your cryptocurrency update. Today I wanted to talk to you about Ripple, or the XRP token. Ripple currently stands at 64 cents, and most of the trading by volume here we see is done on Bithumb, which is a Korean exchange, and most of the volume here is done with the Korean won. Ripple at an all-time high was at about $2.78 before it made its retracement down. We did have some interesting news coming out in regards to Ripple recently, where Santander Bank, which is a Spanish bank, is planning to use Ripple for its international payment system. And this came on the heels of the news of the whole Western Union partnership with Ripple. So let's take a look at the chart and see where Ripple is. Let's take a look at the daily. So we see Ripple. Actually, we don't see Ripple because this damn chart won't tune in correctly. Alright, here we go. Now we see Ripple. Alright, so here we see Ripple had its run up at its all-time high, and then we began its retracement. We see A, B, C. And I do notice that we've already retraced down to this magical 78.6 to 87.6 level. Now that's indeed a whole range of numbers here. Hold on a minute. There we go. So okay, we had a run up, we had an A, B, C, and now we're in this magical zone. So let's find out when we think this graph will explode and it will begin the next bull run up. So this is a very good sign that we're approaching a buy zone. So now what I want to do is I want to establish to see if I see some kind of a algo pattern in the chart here. So since we are still in a retracement, what I want to do is I want to measure all those Elliott waves going downward. So we take our Fibonacci retracement tool and let's zoom in to maybe the 1 hour level here so we could get a better idea of what's going on. And I want to zoom out so I could get more data on screen at the same time. So let's find an area where we see Elliott waves downward. Okay, so here we go. These are retracement waves down. So let's make them more pronounced here. And let's begin the measurements. Okay, so number one, let's see what went on here. So 15 to 3 to 87 and 50 in the middle. All right, so it's a familiar pattern beginning to emerge. Let's check out these sub waves and see what they hold in store. Okay. To the 15, retrace to the 87. Okay, so looks like it's gonna obey the same principles as all the other charts. Probably the same algos working in unison. So let's take a look at the latest series of fib waves and see where we stand and where we could be going. So we're still looking at the hourly chart, and this wave here actually covers a span of over a week. So let's take a look to see what went on here. So from the bottom up, that's 100%. So we're beginning our retracement down because what goes up must come down. So that's the rule. So we're at the 50% mark now. So if we were already at the 15.3 and 23.6, then we're making our way based on past retracements and based on previous algo activity. It'd be interesting to see if we don't wind up in this zone. It's safe to say we probably will. So that's the 87.6. So I would imagine over the next few days we would wind up in this zone. And then I see right below it is that long-term 87.6 zone. So let's zoom out just a little bit and see if the wave we were just looking at is part of another subset of waves. And it might just be, actually. So this might, see how this wave retraced even lower? Check it out. See? You see how this wave right here looks very similar to this wave here, just on a smaller time scale? See, even with this smaller wave at the end here, see a tiny little wave at the end? This is called a Fibonacci fractal. This is algorithms working off Fibonacci levels in different time scales on a fractal pattern, because let's say you go up all the way here, then you must retrace back down 87%, and all these smaller waves obey the same rules. So you get this repeating fractal pattern over and over and over. And that's very interesting to see. That's why when you're analyzing these charts, you always want to establish whether the algos are in control or whether something weird is happening. Because if you see something weird happening, there might be those pesky humans in the way interfering. Anyways, so what's interesting here is the fact that this retracement is nearly complete. And my buy zone, where I would be placing an order, would be right here in this zone. It's right above 43 cents. This is where I'm assuming it's gonna go on a longer time scale. On a shorter time scale, it might not reach 43 cents until the end of April, just mind you. But on a shorter time scale, if you're zooming in, let's say to the 12-minute mark, you can play some shorter time hops. Like, for example, it's gonna get to the 53-cent level, and you could play a hop off of there to the 69-cent level, because that's gonna happen. And then you could look at even more sub waves here. You could do a little fib drag on that, and check that out. Right, so hit the 15. Let's see, did I include the whole wave? You gotta include the whole wave. You gotta get an exact measurement. There you go. Measure twice, cut once, right? Except we're not really cutting anything here. Except our profit margins. Well, hopefully not. Okay, anyways, we see that it retraced down to the 87, to the 78.6. It touched 87.6 a few times. Maybe I'll make one more push. Perhaps a tiny push from here to here. I'm gonna get this big line out the way. And then I would assume you could do a little play like this. Do the buy zone. Then I might do, or you might do, I don't know. But you shouldn't be trading on my calls. This is just for educational purposes and research purposes only. I'm experimenting with algorithmic and Fibonacci activity and Fibonacci fractals. You guys can join in on an experiment, but don't blame me if you lose money. So play at your own risk. Anyways, so I'll be buying here at 61 cents, and then I would assume it would retrace back up again, because what goes down must come up, and what goes up must come down. And I'm assuming it might go over here into the 33% range, because it already visited the other ranges. So, but you never know, anything can happen. But I would be probably selling there. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bing, boom. Alright, so that's basically it. So you could play these hops on the way up, you could play these hops on the way down, but longer term, don't be surprised, because Ripple can see that level down there at 40 something cents, 43 cents, right? Hold on, I got cats fighting back there. Alrighty, so thanks for watching. I'm Alex Crypto. This is Alex Crypto TV. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and check me out on Twitter, Alex Crypto TV. Thanks.